Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Cassiejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Lacey G.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And we are talking about Innocent by Taylor Swift. Innocent is the 11th track from the standard edition of Taylor's third studio album, Speak Now, released on October 25th, 2010 through blah, blah, blah. And it's the 11th track on her re-recorded album, Speak Now, Taylor's version, which was released July 7th, 2023. So Innocent is something that deeply affected Taylor. Mm-hmm. It's an instance that happened to her, a big life-changing moment. And she said about this song, the song Innocent is about something that really intensely affected me emotionally. It took me a while to write this one. I was fortunate enough to get a chance to perform this song on the VMAs, and that's the first time anyone ever heard it. Putting out an album called Speak Now, where you're supposed to say what you feel when you know how you feel. I felt the performances on that song, that particular award show, was appropriate. I hope everyone likes this one. I butchered that sentence, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to repeat it. I didn't do a good job the first time. But so what is Innocent about?
A message of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's, I mean, under the assumption, right, that it is referring to Kanye, mm-hmm. right? Because he famously interrupted her at the 2009 VMAs when he ran up on stage when she won an award and, you know, said, I'm going to let you finish, but, and we all know how that story goes. So then she performed it the next year at the VMAs in 2010. And I think it's a perfect example of how the general public doesn't listen to Taylor Swift whenever they're like, oh my God, she only writes breakup songs. No, she has more than that. And this is also an example of like, oh my God, well, she never got over Kanye in the VMAs. Yeah, she did. Y'all just never listened to track 11 on Speak Now because it wasn't on like the radio. You know what I mean? Like, mm-hmm. I think it's a very, very perfect example of how Taylor is a very forgiving person. I mean, she's petty, yes, but she can also be a very forgiving person. But when people just only read headlines and they don't read the articles, it's like, you know what I mean? They don't. It's one of the most frustrating things for me when people just make a general assumption about Taylor Swift when that's not the case. And I think this is a perfect example. When people are like, well, she's still holding the grudge against Kanye. No, she forgave him. And then he's the one that stabbed her in the back once again.
Yeah.
And she owns up to her stuff. I mean, we just recently discussed how she said she regrets putting Joe Jonas on blast on the Ellen show. So, or she like reconciled with Katy Perry, you know, and had Katy Perry in her music video. So she still owns up to what she does, though. I feel like Kanye never, ever has. Kanye's just next level delusional. Taylor owns up to what she did. She doesn't try to shy away and say, oh, I'm perfect. I don't do anything wrong. She admits what she does wrong. She was admitting to getting along with Kanye until he flipped it around on her. Just the worst narrative ever. Taylor said about the songs that she wrote for Speak Now, for me, I write everything that I live, so you got to give yourself a little bit of a time to live a lot of things so you can write about a lot of things. My only option is to write what I've been through and what I've lived. So thankfully, in the past 2 years, I've experienced a lot of things that I've been dying to write about and a lot of things that I wanted to say in the moment that I didn't. And she did confirm with New York Magazine that the song was inspired by 2009 MTV VMA incident with Kanye West. She said, I think a lot of people expected me to write a song about him, but for me, it was important to write a song to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the hidden message in the song in the booklet is, life is full of little interruptions.
That's not little. She's so forgiving.
Well, she was asked how the incident affected her, and she responded, it doesn't really add anything good if I start victimizing myself and complaining about things, because I'm proud of that performance at the VMAs last year where my fans helped me get through it. And there was a lot that went down backstage that I will always be thankful for. And the fans in the subway where she sang You Belong With Me shortly after the incident know exactly what happened that night. I feel everything, she said. I've never had this thick skin. It's not like I'm bulletproof in any sense of the word,
Yeah.
which just hurts. You expect her to be able to bounce back every time. And, oh, you can say this about me because I'm famous, so I signed up for it. You can just say whatever you want about me. It's not going to affect me. And that's just not the case. As much as you want to put a blind eye to all the negativity and the stuff that people are saying about you, it can still get to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I hate the hate that some people give on social media. Like, why are we still in that place?
Right.
Instead of in this positive place where we all want to be? Why are we putting down other people? Why aren't we trying to be better and lift people up?
I do think that one of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Petty, smart things about Innocent is that she forgave him, fully forgave Kanye for the interruption with this song. Fast forward a few years with the phone call, reputation, everything. If you listen closely, she sampled Innocent in Look What You Made Me Do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the background vocals of Innocent are also the background vocals of Look What You
Wow.
Made Me Do.
I do think it's neat. It's like the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And she wasn't going to go through that again.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. And then you fast forward a few more years and, finally then people found out that she wasn't lying about the phone call, the edited thing. Like we know that now and everything. But yeah, it really is like, I'm not going to just sit here
All
and
for
forgive you once again.
Mm-mm.
She had said, it took a while to write that song. That was a huge, intense thing in my life that resonated for so long. It was brought up to me in grocery stores and everywhere I went. And a lot of times in my life, when I didn't know how I would feel about something, I'd say nothing. And that's what I did until I came to this conclusion that I came to in order to write Innocent. Even then, I didn't talk about it, and I still don't really. That's how much she was affected by it. Oh, that just hurts me.
And this is one of those songs where, it's a slower song. I'll admit that I skip it sometimes. It's one of those, like, I kind of have to be in the mood for it, But Amy, you said that this was one of your top, right?
I didn't remember, but Lacey reminded me right before we started recording that it was in my top 5, and it was number 2.
Really?
Yeah. It just shows, I still love it, but it does show that from day to day, because I didn't remember that, our favorites fluctuate.
Yeah, I know. So, so now where do you think it would fall?
It's probably...
Like, would you still put it in your top
half? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, top 5. It's still 2.
Who am I kidding?
So she starts off, I guess you really did it this time. Left yourself in your warpath. Lost your balance on a tightrope. Lost your mind trying to get it back.
And saying that, I don't think she realized at the time that he really struggled with mental illness, which is crazy.
Yeah.
He really is having lost his mind these days.
Yeah, and that's definitely not what she meant when she wrote
No,
that.
not
it
at
was
all.
just like a lyric,
Yeah,
right? It's just
yeah.
not at all what she meant. I wonder how she felt re-recording that line.
Yeah.
Or if she even made that connection, because
Yeah, maybe
I
not.
didn't make that connection until Amy just mentioned it. I never took that in a different way.
Yeah, that's true. And there are some times where like artists can kind of sing and perform and kind of like disassociate from the meaning behind it. And maybe this was one of those instances.
Wasn't it easier in your lunchbox days? Always a bigger bed to crawl into. Wasn't it beautiful when you believed in everything and everybody believed in you?
Yeah. That's just like,
The days of innocence.
Yeah,
It's
the days of innocence.
Imagery
Exactly.
of when you're little.
Exactly. Childhood days, And even speaking of like Kanye specifically, his like days of like massive success was like in the early 2000s, like when she was young, right?
Ooh. It's all right. Just wait and see. Your string of lights is still bright to me, which just reminds me of moments after she got off stage and they were asking at the VMAs and they were asking, oh, what do you think of Kanye West? And she's like, I don't know. I'm a fan. This is the
Yeah.
first time I met him. So your string of lights is still bright to me.
And she also, I totally forgot about this, but she also presented the Video Vanguard Award to him in
The next year?
in
Oh,
2015.
Okay.
In 2015. Remember, that's when she was wearing like the really dark like eyeliner.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she presented the Video Vanguard Award at the MTV VMAs. I actually have her speech here if you want me to read it. She said, "I first met Kanye West 6 years ago, at this show, actually. It seems like everyone in the world knew about our infamous encounter at the VMAs. But something that you may not know is that Kanye West's album, College Dropout, was the very first album my brother and I bought on iTunes when I was 12 years old. I've been a fan of his for as long as I can remember because Kanye defines what it means to be a creative force in music, fashion, and life. So I guess I have to say to all the other winners tonight, I'm really happy for you, and I'm going to let you finish, but Kanye West has had one of the greatest careers of all time." So that was Taylor's speech in 2015 presenting him with the Vanguard Award.
I think that was people pleasing.
Well,
No, I
she's
think-
trying to bury the hatchet. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure every single time they're in the room together at any award ceremony or whatever, this is brought up. Like the controversy of 2009, and this was probably trying to like end it all. I would
Yeah.
assume, not knowing that in the future that he would
Right, because this was
stir more trouble.
this was years before the phone call and everything of that. And so, yeah, I agree too. I think she's probably just like, yeah, if I do this and I present this award, I don't think it's really people pleasing, but I think it's like, I'm going to be the bigger person in this in regards to like me versus the media, not even me versus Kanye, but it's like, stop, like, come on, you know? But I'm sure she wouldn't do this now.
Hell no.
Oh, who you are is not where you've been. You're still an innocent.
I did see someone write Jacob on YouTube. I forgot to put it down, but it said, "I thought innocent was an adjective."
Okay,
I thought that was so funny.
I was about to say that because it was like, until this song, I really didn't think of innocent as a noun.
No.
Like, you are an innocent.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be like you're an innocent person?
Yes, normally, but
You still
she's
have innocent.
she made it a noun. Thank you, Taylor, for changing
Like,
things.
do you think that, like, so if I were to say that now, like, to somebody and I was like, you're an innocent, they would be like,
I don't think you'd be corrected. I think that they would understand.
what I'm trying to say. But
Yeah.
in their heads, I probably think I'm wrong.
Maybe, especially if they're a grammar Nazi. Can I say Nazi?
Well, I was going to say you definitely wouldn't get hate in this room for it because apparently I've mentioned that the English language is American. I said that I speak American one time. So,
You know, I am never going to claim to know what I'm talking about or so.
yeah, sorry for not editing, letting y'all know what flies off of our head.
Okay, so you know how sometimes when you're cooking dinner, you're in the middle of cooking and then you realize that, oh my gosh, the avocado that I got is actually really bad, or I'm missing an onion, or you need syrup for the pancakes that you're going to have tomorrow morning. With DoorDash grocery delivery, you can get what you want right when you need it. You've trusted DoorDash to deliver your restaurant favorites before, and now you can get grocery delivery that actually delivers too. Even if you feel like you don't have enough time to go to the grocery store, with DoorDash grocery delivery, you can stock up for the whole week. You can get everything you want delivered when you need it right to your door. And if you want even more value, you can also save on all your grocery and restaurant favorites with $0 delivery fees on eligible orders with a Dash Pass membership. And you can get 50% off your first DoorDash order up to a $20 value when you use the code TaylorSwiftFan at checkout. Limited time offer, terms apply. That's 50% off up to $20, no minimum subtotal, and $0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter the code TaylorSwiftFan. Don't forget, that's code TaylorSwiftFan for 50% off your first order with DoorDash.
Did some things you can't speak of, but at night you live it all again. You wouldn't be shattered on the floor now if only you had seen what you know now then.
I wonder if, between the years of 2009 to 2015, like, I have to imagine that they had some sort of conversations between the two of them, right?
Or their people, at least.
Or their people, but, like, I wonder what those conversations were like. Or even in this, instance where she was like, I'm going to forgive him for this, like, whatever.
Well, and this is still the man world, and he's significantly older and has more cred, can we say, than her at that point in the music industry. So, I mean, I also wonder how much she had to eat and act like everything's okay, even if she didn't want to, just to avoid the controversy. And we're going to have to downplay this. We can't make this a big deal, even if she didn't want to. And it's like, dude, it's Kanye. You have to.
Yeah, that's true.
Ugh. Wasn't it easier in your firefly catching days?
Firefly? Is that a throwback to Owl City?
Just kidding. I was about to say, what are you trying to say?
I'm kidding.
I was thinking of that Netflix show.
Oh, Firefly Lane?
Yeah. Yeah. And everything out of reach, someone bigger brought down to you. Wasn't it beautiful, running wild till you fell asleep before the monsters caught up to you? It's all right, just wait and see. Your string of lights is still bright to me. Oh, who you are is not where you've been. You're still an innocent.
So the next, It's Okay, Life is Tough crowd, 32 and still growing up now. When I heard this, she was recording this when she was 32. It makes me think she had such a different perspective of being that age. Is like maybe she thought he should have known better, or maybe I don't know what. I wonder how it felt being 32. Re-recording this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like specifically this
line.
Because Kanye was 32
whenever
he interrupted her at 19.
Yes. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, and you are supposed to have it all figured out, and then you don't. And I do love that Taylor has touched on this before, where it's okay to not have everything figured out.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to graduate high school and know immediately what path we're going to take. And I still have to figure it out sometimes.
We all do.
Yeah. And I do wonder, like you said, what she was thinking then. If it was like, oh my gosh, you're so old and you shouldn't be doing that. And then she's like, wait, now I'm 32. I know I wouldn't do that. I know she wouldn't do that. But like, she still doesn't have it figured out. She has it a lot more figured out than I do. Yeah, spoiler alert on that one, 'cause Taylor Swift has it together. But yeah, I wonder what she was thinking then.
Yeah. Well, and when she released Speak Now Taylor's version, and she said, like you said, Amy, I recorded this album when I was 32, and she put in parentheses, and still growing up now. And the memories it brought back filled me with nostalgia and appreciation. Like, I feel like maybe she does kind of look back, you know, at this age and just like appreciate the lessons that she has learned since then, right? It's really, she's just kind of publicly going through the process of reading your old journals.
Yes.
Time turns flames to embers.
I love this bridge.
You'll have new Septembers. Happy September.
Yeah. I know.
Every one of us has messed up too. Minds change like the weather. I hope you remember today is never too late to be brand new.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good bridge.
Yeah.
And I do love it. Like, you'll have new Septembers because the 2009 VMAs took place in September. We're coming up on the, well, just kidding. By the time this releases, this would have already happened. They're on Tuesday.
So, a fresh start. And a reminder that we're all human and humans have errors.
Yeah, absolutely. And that it's okay to acknowledge those errors, right? Like, it's you don't always have to have the last word. Like, you don't always have to, when you do something and it's wrong, you don't have to just not admit that you did wrong just to win the argument, right? But
yeah, I really like this quote from F. Scott Fitzgerald. Can you name a F. Scott Fitzgerald book, Anna?
The Great Gatsby.
Good job. Okay.
I'm so glad you didn't ask me.
You wouldn't have known that?
I mean, I know the book, but it's like a quiz. It's a pop quiz. You just attacked me with a question that I did not prepare for.
Do you also have trivia phobia?
Oh my God, yes.
I guess I didn't realize that. Okay. Okay.
I mean, no. Because now you're just going to do it all the time.
I genuinely think that the only reason I was able to confidently say that is because as soon as she said F. Scott Fitzgerald,
You Googled it real fast?
No. I thought in my head of the book cover of The Great Gatsby that says like F. Scott Fitzgerald. Honestly, like I was already thinking of it before she asked me.
Man, you're getting good.
Anna's thinking like me. That's a little scary.
Trying to be one step ahead always.
Learning from her mistakes.
Learning from my mistakes. Absolutely.
So there's this quote, and I have it up in my bedroom, and I love it. And it's from F. Scott Fitzgerald, and it says, "For what it's worth, it's never too late, or in my case, too early to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Stop whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There's no rules to this thing. We can make the best of it or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you've never felt before. I hope you meet people with a different point of view. I hope you live a life you're proud of. If you find that you're not, I hope you have the courage to start all over again." And I just thought that was beautiful, because that's just because you were mean before doesn't mean that you have to be mean now. Like people are allowed to change and grow, and there aren't any rules. Stop and start over. Pivot. We can just take control. I really like that quote.
So just get it off your chest and then get it off my desk. No, I really like that quote. Thank you for sharing that, Lacey, from the author of The Great Gatsby.
Yes.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. You know summer has officially started in my house when my kids are in full sports mode. We are outside constantly. Baseball games, practices, tournaments, running from one field to the next in the heat. And if you've ever sat through a doubleheader in the middle of the summer, then you know that staying hydrated is not optional. That's why I always throw in a few sticks of Liquid IV's Hydration Multiplier in my bag. I'm obsessed with the pina colada flavor right now, and it really just tastes like summer in a cup. Just tear it open, pour it into 16 ounces of water, and it hydrates faster than water alone. It's powered by Live Hydroscience with an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients. Plus, Liquid IV has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink and includes 8 vitamins and nutrients in every stick. It's also non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Stay hydrated while you're on the go this summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at checkout. That's 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at liquidiv.com.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Okay, would you guys like to hear from our listeners in regards to the song Innocent?
Yes, please.
Yes, we like to post on our Instagram at the 13 Podcast, asking anybody that listens to this podcast for their stories, memories, reactions, misheard lyrics for any song that we are talking about. That way we can all walk down memory lane together. So for this song, here are some of the comments from our Instagram.
At the 13 Podcast.
Increscendent. I'm sorry, y'all still have some really tough usernames for me to share, but you know who you are.
Says Anna Sazabu.
Zabo. Okay. Increscendent said, I remember watching her live performance and she looked so gorgeous, but I couldn't stop looking at her feet.
I wonder why. Was she barefoot?
I guess I'll have to go back and look to see if she was barefoot. Or maybe, I don't know.
Y'all don't have to look at my feet, but I did just get a pedicure yesterday.
Proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Virgil Andre said, first of all, love you guys. Love you. Second, I listened to the song after my dad interrupted my speech at my sister's wedding. and it was such a core memory. And then it came to the bridge, the best part, and my iPod died.
So no good ending.
Charge your iPod, Virgil. Mrs. Duke 48 said, I've been waiting for this one. 12-year-old me listened to the song on repeat and cried because she didn't understand the emotional abuse that she was experiencing. 25-year-old me listens to this song with love for the hurt little girl who was just trying her best to get through each day. Aw. Sending you much love, Mrs. Duke 48. Ani Says Me says, Innocent is my forever my favorite Speak Now songs. It resonated with me as a kid and it resonates with me even now. I just try to not think about who it's about, LOL. Yeah, apply it to your own life. However you will.
It's a fave.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for sharing with us.
Yes, thank you all for sharing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. I'm Lacey G.
No. No. Just no. Lacey's not an innocent. She's doing this on purpose.
Amy, quick quiz, go.
Scottsville Fitzgerald.
And join us next time because we are going to be breaking down
Now I'm haunted. Haunted.
which sounds perfect. Pairs up well with spooky season.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. That's chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.